Hey everybody, it's Lance from The Ride with Lance, and I am back on the new Obsidian ST 2.0, and I've done my upgrades. Let me show you what I did. So I went ahead and put the handlebars with a much higher rise on it, so I wasn't leaning over so much, and wider. And what else? I put the blue wind seat on there. I know it's a bigger seat, but I don't plan on doing like the mountain bike type riding, but trail riding, so I think that'll be perfect for it. Still, I got it mounted to the dropper post there. And what else did I do? Oh yes, to keep this thing quiet, I took the fenders off. Now, if you want to keep the fenders on, all you're going to need to do is just take those metal brackets off that are mounted to the fenders, wrap some tape around it to keep it quiet. But I like it for off-roading. I don't like fenders. I also took off the kickstand. So that shouldn't make any noise, because you know that I like bikes that are quiet. So we're going to take this out, give it a shot, see how the modifications worked out, see how quiet this bike is, and see if I think I need to do anything else to it. I don't think I do, but I'm really looking forward to riding it now. So let's go. All right, here we go. Let's go down the dirt here. Uh-oh, goosies. Whack, 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 whack. Okay. Running over a bunch of goose poop. Let's see. Well, I think I got the handlebars right. The seat feels right. Going over these bumps, and I'm hearing very little rattles, so I really like that. But we're going to hit some harder stuff. And see how it really sounds. Yeah. Cruiser mode. Nice upright sitting position. Not a lot of stress on my arms. Not very much pressure on the palms of my hands. My seat feels comfortable. I may have to adjust its angle some. Jeez, it's like 55 degrees out. That guy's riding with no shirt. Guess he thinks he looks cool, maybe? I don't know. I bet he is cool. But no, I've got it in a real nice riding position now. But we need to find some rough stuff and see how it handles that now. I did switch the shock over to hard. Last time I was riding, it was in soft. And I think I was getting a little more bounce when I was pedaling just on the paved trail. So we're going to come up here to those drop-offs. Maybe even this. Yeah. It's about as airborne as I want to get. Yeah. Yes, much better riding position. Right here. Let's go up it. Ooh, a little hard on the front end. Let me see if I can make some type of adjustment there. That's locked. That's fully open. Let's try that again and still see if I get that big bottoming out thump. Of course, I can't expect it to be the best because I am a heavy rider. And I did hit that pretty hard. Let's try it again. A little better. A little better. Let's try some of these drop-offs again like I did last time. I'm definitely loving the fact that I've made this bike a lot more quieter. Yeah, just a little noise from the chain. Woohoo! Almost lost my pants. Okay. Okay, let's find a few more little trails around here. See how it does. So far, I'm happy with the changes. Now, will I be riding my bike that hard? No. But I just wanted to see how it would react and feel to stuff harder like that. This would be more my speed here. Just trail riding. No jumps, no big drop-offs. I'm just whacking through the bushes. Just like that. Let's see what else we got. Let's go over to the park over here. We'll go over the bridge, get to the park, and maybe we'll try the hill. You know, it's funny because a lot of creators who do these reviews have special names for their really steep hills. You know, I heard the Hill of Doom, the Hill of Pain. I'm just going to call mine the Silly Hill, because the fact is that probably hardly anybody will ever try and ride their bike up a hill like this. But if it's not too muddy and slippery, I'll give it a shot. And we'll see what it does. Yeah, for me having these wider bars, I feel like I just got more control. When you get those narrower bars, it just feels like your hands are just too close together and you don't have as much control. It likes to wobble more or shake. Not necessarily, you know, you let go and everything wobbles. But it just feels like you have much better control. And of course it just feels a lot better. Now I'll put these handlebars, I'll link it, I'll put a description in the link if you like checking them out. You know, I just use these, I use variations of these bars, not the same brand every time, but I use the same dimensions. And it works out really well for me. And of course the blue in seat, I'll also link to that too, because it's, like I said, probably the most comfortable comfort seat I've ever had. Yeah, it is a chilly day, but it's a nice clear day. Yeah, so the next video on the Obsidian will probably be comparing it to the Onyx, its big brother. Which is, the Onyx is, you know, it's like 90% off-road. Now, have I run into anything that bothers me about this bike yet? Not yet. I do have it's not an issue. I think it's designed that way. Maybe after this test, I'll get off and I'll show you what I mean. It's all in the spacing of the front wheel of the forks. Okay. Here is the silly hill, the hill of silly. That's what I'll call it. I'll try throttle first. I don't think it's going to make it because it's got a steep S turn up here. That's coming up. Well, we'll give it a shot, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to start pedaling. Yeah, I'll have to start pedaling. Pedaling it does fine. We still got a little ways to go. Got to get up over these rocks. Made it. Right. We'll go up here and turn around. And then go down. So throttle couldn't do it on its own, but pedaling did it just fine. And that's what I call the hill of silly. That'll be my name for these steep hills. This will be a good test for brakes too. Stop on a very steep. There we go. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the trail to clear up a little, let me show you what I'm talking about. Can you see the spacing of the front wheel and the fork? See how over here it's really close, over here it's a little further? I think it's designed that way because those brakes with the rotor line up perfectly. But it is kind of odd to see. When you look down, it looks like your front wheel is over to the side. But it doesn't affect the riding style. Okay. All right, let's continue to go down. Trail is clear. Just a little slick on the turns there. All right, let's point in this direction. All right, I just wanted to get out and see how my modifications worked. And I think they work well. It now is a direct competitor with the XPeak 2.0. And I do believe with the modifications I did, it now pushes it over that edge as, in my opinion, the better bike. A lot stronger motor, same size batteries, their battery, but stronger motor, full suspension, air adjustable rear shock, and really nice brakes. So yeah, I think it, at least in my category or my world, it kind of knocks the XPeak down, and this one elevates it. Now, this one against its big brother, the Onyx, there's really no comparison, because that one is truly made for the off-road, more oriented towards off-road, rougher off-road steeper hills, just more power altogether. But this one, I tell you what, it's going to make a good cruiser bike, and it's going to make an excellent trail bike. So I'll link the description, but there'll be a link in the description there if you want to go check it out, plus a discount code if you decide to buy. At least you get some money off, right? What else? I think that's it. I'll be looking forward to taking this on a regular, like, mountain bike trail, easier mountain bike trail, not one that's got jumps and really nasty terrain. I'll be doing that soon. But as you can see, a lot of our places where we can ride bikes are closed because every time they have a big rain, they close the trails to bikes until it dries out, which is, it's reasonable. It's reasonable to ask because you don't want the bikes to rip up the trails and make them really, really rough. But I've got the bike pointed towards home, so you know what that means. You have a great day, great ride, great week, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.